bong, bing, 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 bong, bong, bing, 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 bong, bong, bing, 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 bing. Let's indict the motherfucker. Bing, bong, bong, bing, 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 bing. You don't mind if I go off script, do you? We will immediately stop all of the pillaging and theft. Very simply, if you rob a store, you can fully expect to be shot as you are leaving that store. Shot, 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 shot. Get up! You deserve a little entertainment.
What is up, motherfuckers? How are y'all doing? Well, it's a new year, new everything. I just graduated from college. I'm turning 24 this month, which means I'm old as shit. And we have a new president, which I'm not happy about because he's an orange sack of weed that just got away with 91 felonies. But despite everything being new, the retards continue to be the same. So what better way to start off 2025 by taking a look at the biggest retards of 2024. And first on our list is Vosh. You guys know Vosh is the guy that likes to fuck horses and children. What? Throughout the 2024 election, the horse fuckers been telling everyone to vote Democrat, no matter what. Even though the Democrats are out there starting World War III. And because people are fed up with Genocide Joe and Holocaust Harris, the Democrats lost the popular vote to Trump, which means you can't fight fascism with fascism. But instead of acknowledging that, the horse fuckers decide to shit on the working class, the very people who the left is supposed to be fighting for.
I wouldn't be surprised if the median income of the Republican voter was lower than that of the Democrat voter at this point. Not mean, but median. They are the party of the working class because the working class is largely stupid, uneducated, and highly susceptible to propaganda.
Yup. Exactly what we see in Democrats. These Democrats want to pretend to be the friend of the little guy, but the moment the little guys step out of line with their beliefs, they attack them. Just because someone has different politics than you, therefore you're not going to help them. If that's the case, then you're not really a compassionate person, because you only see people as political pawns who can be used and discarded. And of course, Vosh doesn't give a shit about the working class because he sucks the giant horse cock of the DNC. What? And next on our list is Sneeko. On June 16th, Sneeko was at an event with a few other people, such as Jake Shields, the racist MMA fighter. During the event, there was a security officer who told everyone to leave, but somebody decided to record him. And, this happened.
Get the fucking cameras off my face! You're a sweat, you're a hood. Okay, what are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Fuck you! 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 Fuck you!
What do you expect, Sneeko? Do you really think the guy was gonna do nothing when you knocked his hat off? I mean, I'd punch a guy too if he knocks my hat off, because as they say... But instead of taking responsibility for his actions, the little cuck decides to play the victim.
Right up here, we got this guy jumped off the stage. No one attacked this guy, punched Sneeko in the face. No one touched him.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you.
You can clearly see in the video the guy's hat was knocked off his head, which caused the security guard to Superman punch Sneeko and give him a busted tooth. But it gets even worse for Sneeko.
The guy that he shut off the speech to go play his music, he just got rocked in the face. But I'm a non-violent person.
I mean, it's kind of hard for me to feel bad for Sneeko when he's out there recording someone against his will, knocks his hat off his head, gets payback for it, and then he lies about what happened and act like he's the victim. If you don't want to get punched in the face and have a fucked up tooth, Cucko, you might want to keep your hands to yourself. Cause...
the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
And next up is Mark Robinson, or as I like to call him, the real-life Uncle Ruckus. I mean, seriously, they look exactly the same. And the scary part is that this guy was almost governor of North Carolina. But thankfully, that didn't happen due to a scandal that unfolded just weeks prior to the election. Back in September, CNN released an article exposing Mark Robinson's dirty secrets. Now what's dirty secrets, you may ask? As you all know, Mark Robinson is famous for saying that LGBTQ is filth. Well, in private, he's into chicks with dicks.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I have a disease, alright? I need help!
There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits.
Yeah, which makes him a giant hypocrite. But that's not the worst part. Much like in the Boondocks, the real-life Uncle Ruckus is a god-tier racist. He's made numerous comments attacking Martin Luther King, such as, quote, "Get that fucking commie bastard off the National Mall!"
Commie bastard.
And also, "I'm on the KKK. They'll let blacks join." If I wasn't a KKK, I would have called them Marxist Lucifer.
Cool.
Not only that, but he's also made comments defending slavery, saying, slavery's not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring it back. I would certainly buy a few. And he would go so far to defend Hitler. I take Hitler over any of the shit that's in Washington right now. And I'm a black Nazi. If you've been paying attention, none of this should be surprising to you. In my Jill Stein video, I expose how dangerous Mark Robinson is due to his record of racism and anti-Semitism. But I think it's fair to hear from both sides and let Mark Robinson speak for himself.
Hey guys, Lieutenant Governor Robinson and your Republican nominee for governor as well, of course. Guys, the news media is at it again. My opponent is at it again. You all have seen half-truths and outright lies of Josh Stein on these ads over and over again. And now a story leaked by him to CNN is appearing now. Let me reassure you, the things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before. Folks, this race right now, our opponents are desperate to shift the focus here from the substantive issues and focus on what you are concerned with to salacious tabloid trash. We cannot allow that to happen. And folks, we've seen this type of stuff in the past as well. Clarence Thomas famously once said he was the victim of high-tech lynching. Well, it looks like Mark Robinson is too, by a man who refuses to stand on stage and debate me about the real issues that face you. Instead, they want to focus on salacious tabloid lies. We're not going to let them do that. We are staying in this race. We are in to win it, and we know that with your help, we will. God bless you, and we will see you where? On the campaign trail.
Yeah, nobody believes you, Ruckus, because as a result of this, people who previously supported Mark Robinson distance themselves from him, thereby costing him the election. The orange fascists may be back in power, but at least I won't have Mark Robinson as governor of my home state.
No, I think it's time for me to leave this great country. Oh, I can't bear to see it run by an African, Muslim, communist antichrist. I just can't.
Next up is Al Linkman. After the 2024 election, Piers Morgan, better known as the Gay British Liberal, invited a whole bunch of people to the show to talk about why the Democrats lost the 2024 election. Among these people were Al Linkman, who is a professor that predicted every election since 1984 and got them all right. However, for the 2024 election, he got horribly wrong.
Remember, it would take 6 for Donald Trump to return to the White House and Harris to lose. That's why the Keys predict we're going to have a path-breaking president, the first woman president, and the first president of mixed African and Asian descent, kind of foreshadowing era where America's going.
During the interview, he debated Cenk Uygur, who is the main host of the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur, that fat son of a bitch! I don't care if I'm body shaming him, the guy's fat as fuck! But anyway, Al Linkman, as mentioned before, got the 2024 election wrong. To which, hey, everybody makes mistakes, but the least you could do is own up to your mistakes and admit that you were wrong. But instead of doing that, Linkman makes excuses for his failed prediction.
Look, I debated Professor Linkman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right. He was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were
Couldn't
not
find
right,
him before
and
the
I was
election.
not wrong, and that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be
Who
taking
won?
cheap
Who
shots
won?
at me.
Who won?
You want to make your
You
point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make
world
it
of
personal.
denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me.
Yeah,
so quiet with
right.
your personal
yeah,
attacks.
come find out again.
Make whatever point you want.
Yeah.
Don't
Look,
make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again. Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for
brother,
personal
you got it wrong.
Say
you were
whatever you want.
preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
No, not if you're personally. I admitted I was wrong. I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
Can I just say, it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
It's lovely to see a post-election harmony as you all come together again.
Hey, Alan, right now. Hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second and let someone who knows what they're doing...
You're so right, Pierce.
Okay?
You're so right. We're so unified right now. You want, I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that. You don't boost
blasphemy
your ego
against you?
by
What the hell are
attacking
you?
me
Are you
like
Jesus
that. Just
Christ,
make your
you
points.
loser?
Blasphemy against me? Boy, you gotta have a big-ass ego in order to say that shit. And regardless of what you think of Shrek Ogre, there is no denying that he put Al Linkman in his place. Before we get to our final retard of 2024, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
Come here. Take over, Eli. Just take over.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
And finally, for the top retard of 2024, we have Diddy. The reason why Diddy is the biggest retard of 2024 is because he made the biggest scandal of the year. For decades, Diddy has raped women, forced them to prostitution, and even goes so far to have sex with minors. Should we even be that surprised that Diddy diddles kids? I mean, the name Diddy sounds like diddle, so of course he diddles kids. And he used to call himself P. Diddy, to which people say that P stands for Puff. But now after all this new information, I kinda doubt that. I think the P stands for Pee-Pee, because this guy's a pee-pee toucher.
What?
And the worst part is that this guy's connected to numerous influential people, such as Donald Trump.
Working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that
Oh,
question.
wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Now you might say, oh, that's a whole nother era. Diddy has distanced himself from Trump and he's voted for Biden in 2020. Even so, this guy has helped Elon Musk buy Twitter 3 years ago, which says a lot about Elon Musk's character. Is it too much of a coincidence that Trump and Musk are friends with pedophiles? Which should make you question what exactly are they doing behind the scenes. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you agree with this list or disagree with this list? I'd like to know why. And let me know who do you think is the biggest retard of 2024. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. And press the bell notification so you don't miss out on the next video. You never know when I upload. And if you could, please follow me on social media. My Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, not X, are all in the description. So check me out there. And you better subscribe to the channel because if you don't, Diddy's gonna come for your kids. What? And that's the end of the video. See you in the next one.
I'm the Mega King. Mega, Ultra Mega King. We gotta stop the Mega King. I'm the Mega King. Mega, Ultra Mega King. Get the FBI loaded up. I'm the Mega